Another candidate for governor who filed petitions this week is Libertarian Warren Redlich. Now, he submitted 34,000 signatures just this morning, and he's joining us in the studio tonight to update us on his campaign. Warren, how are you?
I'm doing really well, thank you.
So 34,000 give or take, right?
Yeah, it might be a little short of 34,000, but it was 33.3, and then we got some more signatures in this morning that we were able to add to the last volume. There's 24 volumes, there's about 4,000 pages.
Okay, considering that you are a long shot guy on a minor party line that doesn't exist, you have to petition your way on as an independent, that's a pretty good achievement. How did you do it?
We had a lot of volunteers. My mother went out and got signatures. My father-in-law got signatures.
Your mother? How old's your mom?
I'm not allowed to say. But I'm 44 and I'm the third child. So.
Whoa.
My mother went out and got a lot of signatures. She went to the bridge game wherever she could. She went in her neighborhood. But a lot of volunteers, a lot of help from the Libertarian National Committee gave us a substantial amount of money. My campaign put in $3,000. A lot of work. And then we spent about a week in my office. I have my law office. We used a conference room, and we had a bunch of volunteers take it over just to get everything organized because it's difficult. Now,
$3,000, is that your money, or is that money that you've managed to raise?
Money that we raised.
And the National Libertarian Party gave you how much?
$25,000.
Okay, that's not bad, actually.
Yep.
Okay, so in terms of when you say that you had to go over it in your law office, the regulations are actually pretty onerous.
It's very complicated. You have to number every page. They have to be in order. One of the toughest things is for statewide, you have to identify, you have to have 100 signatures in each of 15 congressional districts. There's 29 in the state. And you have to identify which sheets have which district signatures on them. So you have to have a table that covers that. So, I mean, that's difficult. And then you have to make sure, one of the things we do is we make sure that the sheets are okay, and if there's an error, we have to fix the error and then get the witness to come in and sign it, which is why we started a week early getting all that done so we can get those witnesses in and get like they'll have a date wrong, or they'll have not a date, they'll have the town or city wrong, or they won't have a town or city, or they'll have something missing on their witness thing. And if you get those things in order, much harder to challenge and knock you off the ballot.
So I've actually seen candidates knocked off because they forgot to, dot an I, or they forgot to number a page. I mean, we're talking about some very strict regulations here. What do you think is going to happen? Are people going to challenge you? Most notably, it would be Carl Palladino, you think?
I think Palladino's team will look at it. And what they're going to do is they're going to look to see if there are easy ways to knock us off. If you have witnesses who did a bad job, we checked almost every one of our witnesses. We know they're registered voters. Your witnesses have to be registered voters in New York. So they're going to look for certain easy ways to knock you out. If they can knock out a whole bunch of your petitions because that witness isn't good, or because you missed this particular issue, if they think they can knock out a bunch of signatures, they might take a shot at it.
Now, you actually have a whole slate of people who are running with you.
Yeah, actually with me here today are Alden Link, my lieutenant governor candidate. Carl Pearson is our attorney general candidate. John Gaetani is our comptroller candidate. John Clifton is one of our U.S. Senate candidates. And the other U.S. Senate candidate, Randy Credico, is not here with us, but he's on our ballot as well.
Well, he actually got bounced off the Democratic ballot. He's trying to challenge Chuck Schumer, and he came up short in his signature requirement.
Right.
What's your ultimate goal here? Because, honestly, I mean, the Libertarians don't have a line. Are you trying to establish the Libertarians as a party?
The primary goal is to get, if we get 50,000 votes, which is just over 1%, that creates a ballot line, and then the next time we don't have to do all this to get on the ballot. And for the next 4 years, it's much easier to get on the ballot. But you never know, lightning could strike. We have a year when the Attorney General is running. He's somewhat popular, but you never know what might happen. The Republican Party's in complete disarray with two candidates who can't even decide whether they're going to debate. And I think they're off talking about a mosque instead of talking about the budget problems in the state. You know, we really have budget problems. And they're all ducking that big question. How are we going to fix our budget problems in New York State? I'm the only candidate with answers to that question.
Well, we're going to be hearing more from you. I'm sure you're a local guy, so we like to check in with you every once in a while. And I want to thank you for coming in to talk to us about this today. Warren Redlich, thanks very much.
Thank you.